I call this meeting to order at 7:40 p.m. Please be aware that this meeting may be visually or audio recorded, and these records, including our meeting minutes, may be made available to the public. Will Senator Fouini please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will Senator Andrews please lead us in the Indigenous Land Acknowledgement?
We acknowledge that the University of Florida is located on the ancestral and present homelands of the Yais, Apalachee, Calusa, Creek, Miccosukee, and Yamasee peoples, with our main campus located on the ancestral territory of the Patano and of the Seminole peoples. The Patano of Timucua affiliation lived here in the Alachua region until the destruction of their towns in the early 1700s. We pay our respects to these indigenous elders and descendants of the past and present, especially those who have called the University of Florida home within their lifetime. And now for a moment of silence.
Will member of the Rules and Ethics Committee please come down and conduct the roll call?
Andrews?
Here.
Here, Alexander. Here, Armstrong. Avera. Dazen. Here, Burnett. Here, Barnes. Here, Blair. Here, Blight. Here, Birch. Here, Caparada. Canella. Here, Challa. Here, Chilhon. Here, Clark. Here, Conger. Casillas. Here, Custom. Here, Dahan. Dees. Here, Damani. Here, Disher.
Here.
Here, Donovan. Dotson. DeRoche. Here, Herbert. Here, Philomena. Denbrock. Here, Fouini. Here, Goyle. Here, Hancock. Here, Hahn. Here, Herman. Here, Hired. Here, Hughes. Jacobson. Here, Jones. Here, Jones. Here, Joshi. Here, Kajabi. Here, Kim. Here, Kurtz. Here, Lanier. Here, Levy. Here, Lewis. Here, Lou. Lockwood. Here, Mahmoudi. Here, Marin. Here, Martin. Here, Mayorga. Here, Meese. Malamed. Here, Metchis. Here, Meyerowitz. Here, Mirabel. Here, Mitchell. Here, Morris. Here, Murphy. O'Malley. Here, Tobak. Here, Orsi. Here, Patel. Here, Perez. Here, Petros. Here, Ramsey. Here, Ransom. Here, Robinson. Rodriguez. Here, Rowe. Here, Solis. Here, Sakalarios. Here, Sangrajka. Shaw. Shabakar. Here, Simon. Here, Snyder. Here, Smolensky. Spalacy. Here, Skillvogel. Here, Stein. Here, Sterling. Here, Strelitz. Here, Stoudemire. Here, Summerlin. Here, Tedesco. Talgi. Tibbles. Here, Tuttle. Here, Urbenz. Here, Wyman. Yashik. Zankowitz. Zervalkis. Here, Rubai. Here. Is there anyone sitting that I did not call? There are 75 senators present.
So Senator Emeritus Urbenz technically shouldn't be on that list. So there are 74 senators present and quorum has been established. All right, we are now in line for public comment, starting off with Town Sklar.
Good evening. I just want to point out for the record that as of today, there's only one member of the judicial branch, all but one, that have a conflict of interest with shared membership in Fort Booking. And there's two members of the judicial branch that actually disclosed to me when I was discussing conflict of interest that they were in the process of applying to Fort Booking membership. One is Associate Justice and Elections Commission Chair. I'll first start with this. So I was in the office there and I found out that the Elections Commission had actually failed to submit the minutes and recording to SJO, and according to Streamline Section 29.4, that's a violation. It says within 48 hours of meeting or hearing, the Elections Commission, the chair of the Elections or designee, shall submit the records to the state government advice to operate staff, all written records of the meeting. So I counted, it's like 432 hours since the meeting, so that's clearly a violation of 709.4. I mean, that's clearly non-feasance, so take that as you will. And yeah, this was clearly made to comply with the Sunshine Law. Obviously, everyone's been talking about that. And I actually amended the complaint pursuant to 724.3. That's supposed to be on the record. I amended this complaint, so it's different from what the public can see. It's different from the original, so that should be on the record. And they should also have the motion for recusal, all this on there, so they didn't submit any of that, non-feasance. So I'll just get started with this. Okay, so the Supreme Court decided not to hold oral arguments. So, because I wanted to present all this to the court, physical evidence, because I found it in my experience that physical evidence is more persuasive than presenting stuff from a computer. And they accepted the case because I spent a lot of evidence, but they refused to hold oral arguments, even though they hold a preliminary hearing. And according to their logic, that doesn't make any sense. The rules require oral arguments for all cases they accept in preliminary hearings. I mean, just going off their logic, they held a preliminary hearing. The discretionary ability to not hold arguments is basically if they don't hold a preliminary hearing. And according to Rule 3.1, they did hold a preliminary hearing. So according to 4.1, it's mandatory to accept the case. That's according to the justice from an earlier argument that we had with the court. So the fact that they didn't hold a oral argument means they just violate their own logic and their own rules. So also take that as you will. They just completely violated due process right there. That's a straight up violation of due process. They did not give me oral argument. They're supposed to do that. So I already submitted an appeal of that, and they just responded and say, we have received it. Well, I wonder what the response will be, because literally the rules state plainly that I'm entitled to oral argument. It's guaranteed to all students, if their case is heard before the court and a preliminary hearing, that I'm entitled to oral argument. I'm entitled to present all the evidence physically to this court. So they didn't give me that, which is interesting. And he also, again, I'm gonna mention this, Associate Justice, the entire Supreme Court has a conflict of interest by having shared membership in Fort Booking. And they didn't acknowledge the motion of recusal. Once again, they just said, oh, there's a motion of recusal. They did not elaborate on that on the record for no reason. They didn't provide any reason to deny my motion of recusal. So also take that as you will. As you can see, this is all the evidence I was going to submit to the court. All this stuff, is everything here just to prove that what the Elections Commission did during the mandate hearing is arbitrary and capricious. It's abuse of discretion, and they should remand that complaint back for a third time so they can hear it again. And they refuse to do that. Finals is not an excuse to not hold preliminary hearings. They're supposed to do it according to their own rules. So take that as you will. The Student Senate has the power to hold the judicial branch accountable. It's part of checks and balances. And I think they should start holding the judicial branch accountable, because what they've been doing this whole semester, in the past semester, is completely unacceptable and unbecoming for us student government. The judicial branch is supposed to work. That's how us government operates, and they haven't done that. And I feel like it's time for the Student Senate to take a stand against this. Start holding the judicial branch accountable. And I noticed you guys haven't approved any judicial nominations. So maybe that's a sign that you are taking stuff seriously with the judicial branch. However, the fact is, the people in the judicial branch right now are violating due process, they're violating basic transparency, and they're just acting like they own student government because they think the Student Senate won't do anything. Maybe prove them wrong. Thank you.
We are now in line for public comment with Don Kennedy III.
Hi everyone, my name is Don Kennedy. I'm a student here at the University of Florida, and today I'd like to talk to you about campus safety. Just by show of hands, how many of you know someone who's been made to feel unsafe on campus or in Gainesville? That's about the answer I was expecting. We have a huge problem here at the University of Florida. Gainesville is the #1 most dangerous college town in America. I bet some of you did not know that. Fewer than 9% of female UF students feel very safe walking on campus at night. The national average is 19%. UF reported 158 sexual crimes on campus in 2024, which was 4 times FSU's reported total of 35. UF's reputation is at stake. Would parents really send their child here to the #1 most dangerous college town in America if they knew that? Our academic reputation continues to grow, and I think that our safety profile should match that. UF has done a lot of good things regarding student safety, including the blue light emergency phones, nightlife navigators, which hosted an event Saturday, which I attended. SNAP is a great resource, and as well as the Gator Safe app. However, I conducted a survey that was given out to members of sororities yesterday, and some of the stats we're talking about. 91% named being followed or harassed as a top safety concern. 80% feel unsafe walking around Gainesville at night. And 71% want their chapter to have access to an SOS button, including 25% who wanted to hear more, which is 97% non-negative. We believe that a solution needs to work both on and off campus. I've been working with a startup called GunSense, and we developed an SOS button that with 3 presses is able to notify your emergency contacts, get you connected to 911, as well as notify nearby app users. This is a discreet and safe way to let the loved ones you know you're in danger. And I think it has a spot here in Gainesville with our safety problem. I am not asking for a vote or funding. All I'm simply asking for is if you resonate with this message, please connect me to the right people. I want to make students on this campus feel safer, and the senators in this room can make me do that. Thank you so much. Please connect with me.
We are now in line for public comment with Senator Emeritus Cassie Urbenz. This will be her goodbye speech.
Good evening, Senators.
Good evening.
I've done this a couple times, so I won't be too long. After 4 terms and almost 5 years of involvement in student government, I knew this would be a hard goodbye speech, but after more time thinking about it, I realized it actually doesn't matter that much. No one will remember exactly what I say tonight, nor will they remember all of the details of what I did inside. Some people will remember me advocating for the arts pantry, some people will remember the Native Heritage Month resolutions, most people will remember what I did for graduate students. But every person will most likely only really be able to recall whatever affected them the most, and this whole experience and how it made them feel. I'm trying to sloppily abridge my Angela quotes. Please take that as an encouragement to be nice to each other and work within sentimentality. I come from an era of lengthy trauma dumps and tear-filled goodbye speeches. Shout out to the 2 hour and 1 hour and a half long ones that I had to sit through, and actually I had to sit through. People would talk at length about how they found their best friends within the chamber. One of my dear friends, Lizzie Hartzog, was called a war criminal at one point. It got pretty crazy. I can't really faithfully share my journey without all the intense lore, but feel free to ask me about my insane arc. I'm really, really proud of how far I've come, and I'll just leave it at that. A big part of me making the decisions that led me here, especially dedicating so much of myself to GAU, is because I follow a small set of principles, primarily including the suggestion by Broadway star Andre DeShields to surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when you walk into the room. I recommend you guys do the same. That's how I find the doors that I really want to walk through. Another principle that I follow, and I definitely recommend this as well, is to not say or do anything you don't want people to find out about. They say if you don't want to find out on the cover of Vogue. Believe it or not, things do get back to people in really, really funny ways. I'd be happy to share any other advice, but I think my mentorship as something that's personalized is also something I'm very, very proud of. All right, cool. So I quoted a lot of people, and my third and final quote is one that I'm actually going to challenge. I remember being kind of unsurprised with how crazy everything was when I first heard that the late Bob Graham once said, "I never encountered in state and federal politics as activities as aggressive as the University of Florida. If lessons were taught, they were not good lessons." I actually strongly disagree with that last part. I like to think that we're at a time where good lessons can be learned, and I'm proud of the ones that I was taught during my time here. Senate built me and made me able to be a good GAU co-president and labor leader and advocate for my community. Of course, everybody also does shout-outs. Again, I'm really trying to keep this quick. Robbie, thank you for proving me right and being one of the main people I can trust so quickly. Nick, thank you for being my ride or die. Special thanks to our undergrad favorites, Noah, Burton, Yoel, and Jonah. Jonah, always rooting for you. I always say behind your back that I have extremely strong maternal instincts towards you. You got this. Nick, thank you for being our ride or die. You're always a level head, and you're always keeping it real. I really appreciate you more than I can say. Rosa, I don't feel like I get to tell you how much I appreciate you ever. I love seeing you at the payday parties. Big fan of everything you're doing. I'm really excited to see what you do next. Alessandro, I really appreciate seeing someone who I align with so strongly, politically doing really great work for reproductive justice. I'm really grateful for you being a really strong friend for when I was going through one of the hardest things of my life when this bill passed against the union. So I'm really grateful for your support there. Neil, you're gonna kick ass. I already know it, and I know we'll keep talking. Kuber, thanks for looking out for me. Adam, don't fucking leave. I love you, and you're doing a great job. I know you keep joking, and you're oh, I should leave. No, don't. You're doing a great job, and you bring I think a really good perspective as a level-headed adult. And lastly, was that the timer? Oh, great, whatever. Anyways, lastly to Justin, I think it's kind of funny to people who know both of us, and then found out we lived together. We actually met 4 times. The first time I was dressed up as the Onceler at a Dr. Seuss themed birthday party. The second time was I was bartending a ZBT function. And the third time I was door knocking for the union in Malachowski. And I told him that he should get paid for his research and that he should talk to me. And then eventually he finally joined Senate and we reconnected and the rest is history. Thank you for being a supportive partner and kind of playing on the same team. I kind of told him a lot. I didn't really think that would happen for me. So that's really awesome. Also looking up at Aaron, hi. Congratulations for doing a really good job on things. I'm really glad that you're around and I appreciate the joy that you bring to things and I encourage everybody else to do the same. And overall, again, I don't really think anything that I just said right now matters. What matters more is the work that I've put in over the course of the past several years. And I really hope that every one of you guys can talk about what you're proud of, not necessarily here, but to your friends and when you go through these memories in the future. Thank you.
Alright, we are now in line for executive branch reports, starting with Chomp, the vote agency head, Xavier Hansen.
So this is the end of year report for Chomp. Let's just get started. So we had a bunch, not a lot of events because I wasn't here that long. This is my one and only semester. So we had Jeopardy with PHLS. We had Meet the Chomp Team Pumpkin Painting. Outdoor seminar on queer civic participation, Women's History Month panel with GASP. Shout out to Arshawn. And then I got to speak at a HSA event that I helped create earlier this semester. On social media, since I've only been here a semester, these are just media posts I put out that are really focused on midterm elections since those are coming up this year. And I thought that those would be very important for students to know. And honestly, in closing, these are a bunch of pictures I have of stuff we've done. And I had a short time, but I had a really good time with everything I was able to do. And even though it was short, I had a good time. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
We're now in line for another agency head report with Freddie Rappaport and class councils. She's not here. All right. Moving on, we're now in line for the Student Government Accountability Agency Head, Elijah Files.
Yeah, of course. Anytime, Aaron.
Good evening, Senators.
Good evening.
All right, for those of y'all who don't know me, my name is Elijah Files, and I have the honor to serve as this year's Student Government Accountability Agency Head. As some of you may know, this is the second year of SGA's reestablishment, and I'm proud of how my team has built upon the initial foundation that last year provided. We've been working hard to ensure that the student government executive branch is utilizing its resources to plan memorable programs, create purpose-driven initiatives, and build what makes the Gator Nation so great, community. Aside from checking in with executive branch leaders on their initiatives, a new task my agency has taken on this semester is handling transition documents from executive agencies and executive secretaries. And these will be used to help the recently approved executive branch leadership. And I'm very much so looking forward to helping my good friend, President Bravo, and his team with this. Since SGA is still so new, each year sort of provides us a very unique opportunity to build and experiment off the previous one, and I'm proud of what my team has been able to do this year. I'm looking forward to seeing what my successor, Yoel Katz, will be able to do next year as well. I know he will do a fantastic job. Thank you all for your time tonight, and go Gators.
We're now in line for an executive branch report with Gators going green and budget appropriations chair, Phoenix Gumston.
Good evening, everyone. Kendall could not be here tonight, so as Vice Chair of Gators Going Green, I'll be delivering a letter from her to all of you. On January 17th, Gators Going Green hosted the first annual Sustainability Leadership Summit. The summit was designed to facilitate the education of campus leaders and reflection on how they might integrate sustainability into their campus programming and future careers. Through educational and career workshops, students learn the meaning of sustainability as it pertains to the incorporation of environmental, social, economic, and political facets. They gain insight into the relevance of sustainability in their positions as campus leaders and future leaders in the world. 9 professionals across a variety of fields, including law, business, health, and engineering, presented workshops at the career panel. We had over 50 students attend the event and engage in meaningful conversations regarding sustainability. We've reestablished our monthly newsletter, for which over 150 students have signed up to receive. The newsletter highlights Gators Going Green projects, sustainability-related events on campus, and tips to live more sustainably. Over the last year, we've had 9 individual service opportunities, including partnerships with the Field and Fork Food Pantry and the Big Event. This was an essential way that we engaged our Gators Going Green Ambassador program, which we launched this year. The program was designed to provide students more opportunities to engage with sustainability on campus, and we started off strong with 50 ambassadors in the program's inaugural meeting. We've worked with local businesses to join our Green Seal program to highlight their accomplishments in sustainability. Participating businesses were given stickers to display in their stores as recognition of their efforts. Currently, we are working with Gator Nights and partnering with them for the De-Stress Fest X Earth Day celebration, which will take place tomorrow in front of the Rice Union. Students will have the ability to participate in an Earth Day Stewardship Pledge, which they can add their handprint to a banner displaying our impact as a campus. Students will also receive the opportunity to take part in a thrift swap, furthering efforts of sustainable fashion. I encourage you all to attend. There will be free t-shirts given out at this event as well. It's been an amazing year working alongside our leadership team, and I can't wait to see how the agency continues to grow in the coming years. Thank you.
We are now in line for the SGP Executive Branch Report with Chancellor Wilson.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Senators.
Good evening.
Wow, I've always wanted to do that. I don't have too much for you guys today. I'm going to try my best to keep this brief for those of you guys who I haven't met. My name is Chancellor Wilson. I've had the absolute pleasure of serving as the chairman of Student Government Productions over the last year, and today just kind of want to talk a little bit about what we've been able to do this past semester. 1 week ago today, on April 14th, we held our inaugural Swamp Fest. Did anyone here go to that? So, okay, hopefully more than that. We had about 10,000 students there, which is surreal to even say. It's about 1/6 of the entire student body. It was a very special moment in a lot of degrees. I could rattle off a billion things that went into making that event happen, but I think at the end of the day, what actually mattered was that students came together and created a sense of community here on campus. And that's sort of been the guiding principle through which we've tried to structure our programming in the last year. How can we create opportunities for students to be able to connect with each other, to be able to feel like they're a part of an organization and something that's larger than themselves, and hopefully that was a chance to do that. We had the Chainsmokers and Jordan, both were incredible acts. It was a lot of fun, so cool. One of the things that I'm really proud about though, beyond that event, was the creation of the new event series that we introduced called Live from the Lawn. For those of you guys who weren't able to go to that, that was a concert series that we held at the Rights Union North Lawn, where we were able to feature student artists. So we had 5 student bands in our lineup. It was a really fun show. It was like an indie kind of thing. It was really cool. And that was a really big thing for us because we sort of had to redirect our programming model and our resources into a way that we could make students feel like, again, they were a part of something. And a way that we did that was actually being able to platform the artists themselves who exist here on campus, who are incredible. Some of the things that were actually interesting in sort of the way that we deployed resources, that was a 93% cost reduction on an event. So we were able to bring still about 1,000 people there at a much cheaper price tag than some of our larger shows in the O'Connell Center and other areas, while still, again, being able to build community. So that was something I was really proud of. And at the end of the day, I wouldn't have been able to do it without my team. So shout out everyone there, and also our wonderful campus partners over in student engagement, the O'Connell Center, rec sports, so on and so forth. Again, we can name many people. But thank you all very much, and go SGP, go Gators.
We are now in line for the Bridges Executive Branch Report with Eunice Pierre.
Hi everyone, my name is Eunice Pierre and I'm the HTF for Bridges. I don't really have much to say, it's going to be very short. We have a retreat for our local high schoolers via Zoom. We also maintain to keep contact with the local foundation called UFSG-SPAN, which is catered to helping high school students and families have access to resources and mentorship to the students who want to know about college and the next steps. And then lastly, as the semester is coming to a wrap, we are preparing our officer transitions and appointing our next year agency head to ensure we leave an everlasting impact on the Gainesville community. And that's it for my report.
All right, there are no more executive branch reports. We're now in line for judicial branch reports. There are none. We are now in line for goodbye speeches, starting with Senator Andrews.
Good evening, Senator.
Good evening.
I've also always wanted to say that. I don't really have a lot prepared today, but I just wanted to come up here and say thank you to a bunch of people. But I'll start off with just a little bio. So I was a freshman at UF in 2020. So yeah, quite old. So I'm actually the only one here that can genuinely stand here and say that I did not get a graduation in high school, and I did not get a prom. So I'm a victim. Yep. But yeah, I've been here for 3 head coaches. Yeah, that's kind of sad, but it is what it is. But that means I've been here for 6 years, not 1, 2 degrees, thank God. But I just want to make that clear. So, but that's crazy to think about, 6 years of my life. But I'll tell you guys a little bit about UF back then. So in 2020, COVID was obviously still a huge problem. So if you went to the library, they required you to sit one person to a table. And if you went to the dining hall, it was also one chair to a table. And all classes were online. So it basically meant that it was impossible to make any friends. So I didn't really have any friends back in 2020. Back then, Swamp was on University, Malachowski Hall and the Honors Village did not exist, and Broward had a pool. Just for some frame of reference on how things have changed. But after that first year, everything really changed for me. And so my sophomore year is kind of what I really consider to be my first year here. And if little scrawny freshman Nick Andrews could see me now, I think he would be really proud. From joining my fraternity, Delta Upsilon, to getting elected to Senate, and then getting tapped into Florida Blue Key, my life has just really changed for the better. I literally went from having 0 people that I could call friend in 2020 to literally hundreds of people that I consider to be good friends of mine 6 years later. And I owe everything that I am to this university. But there's a couple of people that I would like to thank for that. So first of all, I want to thank Dr. Roger Austin. If you don't know him, take his class if you're interested in political science. He's also a DU brother. So he's like an older brother to me, and he's encouraged me to get involved consistently, so thank you to him. Next, I want to thank, kind of like an old reference for some of you people here that might know the same, but I want to thank John Brickman. Never really had any interest in running for Senate until he kind of suggested it to me, and you know, we've been great friends ever since. So, thank you to my mentor, Cassie Urbenz, and Alessandro Cafferata, Ali Mahmoudi, Regina Labardini, Adam Herdman, Rosa Mirabel, and Neil Chauhan, and all my other fellow senators that made this chamber feel like a second home. Thank you to Noah Disher, carrying on the good Delta Upsilon name in Senate with Alessandro here. Yeah, 2 of us are leaving, unfortunately, but hopefully you'll get much more in the future. Thank you to my other 2 Senate Littles, Kubert and Parker. I also wanted to shout out LJ Bryan, Marco Salvador, Monish, Emma Fullerton, Matt Bravo, Aaron Rubai, Sarge Shaw, Cesar Mahmood, Yoel Katz, Cole Bennett, Zoe Metchik, Maya Dicula, Ryan Fiacco, Donald Webster, and all the other friends that I made through Wright Scholars, IFC, and student government. Your time at UF is really what you make it. It's a lot about showing up when other people won't, and I can't tell you how many times I applied to things and didn't get it before I finally got a shot, and that's how you put yourself ahead. And last, but certainly not least, I beg you, please bring back Dog Caucus. Please. Dog Caucus is what brings this chamber together. In fact, a ton of us that are legally able to drink are going to be going to Dog tonight, so I hope to see you there. Thank you and good night.
No more goodbye speeches. We are now in line for amendments to the minutes. Are there any amendments to the minutes? Seeing none, we're now in line for amendments to the agenda. Are there any amendments to the agenda? Yes, Majority Party Leader Chomp.
Okay. I move to approve the block of assistant treasurer nominations by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to approve the block of assistant treasurer nominations by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion passes.
Follow up.
Follow up.
I move to approve Maya Sacraleros for the open judiciary committee seat by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to approve Maya Sacraleros for the open judiciary committee seat by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion passes.
Follow up.
Follow up.
I move to approve Avery Brown for the open off-campus permanent seat by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to approve Avery Brown for the open off-campus permanent seat by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion passes.
Follow up.
Follow up.
I move to approve Casey Forn for the open graduate permanent seat by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to approve Casey Forn for the open graduate permanent seat by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, that motion passes.
Follow up. Follow up. I move to
motion made to approve the block of summer replacement nominations by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion passes.
Follow up.
Follow up.
I move to add Pedro Rubio as an off-campus summer B replacement appointment to the agenda under summer replacement appointments by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to add Pedro Rubio to the agenda as a summer B replacement under summer replacement appointments for off-campus.
Yes.
For off-campus by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, that motion passes.
Follow up.
Follow up.
I move to add the summer replacement appointments to a block by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to create a block of all of these summer replacement appointments by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, that motion passes.
Follow up. Yeah.
Really quickly, does anyone have an appointment that you made for a summer replacement that is not on the agenda?
Oh yeah. Make sure I look for that.
Turner, you're not a senator. Okay, so seeing none, follow up?
Oh, follow up.
Yep, follow up.
Okay. I move to add the summer replacement appointments to a block by unanimous consent. Did I say that? Oh, I rescind that motion. Okay, follow up.
Follow up.
I move to confirm the block of summer replacement appointments by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to confirm the block of summer replacement appointments by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, that motion passes.
Follow up.
Follow up.
I move to add Amendment 1 to SSB 1049 to the agenda by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to add Amendment 1 to SSB 2026-1049 to the agenda by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion passes.
Follow up.
Follow up.
I move to pass Amendment 1 to SSB 1049 by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to approve Amendment 1 to SSB 2026-1049 by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion passes.
Follow up.
Follow up.
I move to pass SSB 2026-1049 by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to pass SSB 2026-1049 by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, that motion passes.
Follow up.
Follow up.
I move to pass SSB 2026-1058 by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to approve SSB 2026-1058 by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, that motion passes.
Follow up.
Follow up.
I move to add SSB 2026-1057 to the agenda under second reading by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to add SSB 2026-1057 to the agenda under second readings by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion passes.
Follow up.
Follow up.
I move to remove SSB 2026-1054 from the agenda by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to remove SSB 2026-1054 from the agenda. It's currently under second readings by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion passes.
Follow up.
Follow up.
I move to make a block of all legislation under second reading by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to create a block of all legislation under second reading by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion passes.
I move to approve the aforementioned block by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to approve the aforementioned block by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion passes.
Follow up.
Follow up.
I move to approve the block of excused absences by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to approve the block of excused and unexcused absences by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion passes.
Okay. I move to adopt the agenda by unanimous consent.
There's been a motion made to adopt the agenda by unanimous consent. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion passes. We are now in line for executive branch nominations. There are none. We are now in line for judicial branch nominations. There are none. We are now in line for legislative branch nominations. There are none. We are now in line for bills under first reading. There are none. We are now in line for bills under second reading. There are none. We are now in line for vetoes. There are none. We are now in line for absences. There are none. We are now in line for my report. All right. So first, I want to start off and say that I'm happy to announce that a Senate initiative started by Senate President Emeritus Julia Cipher was finalized recently. She informed me that there will be EpiPens available at the Rights Union welcome desk, so near the food court in case of emergencies. If anyone has any questions about this, please feel free to talk to Julia about it. She'd love to talk about it more. but this is a great example of how you can accomplish things even after or before you become a senator. So I hope you all learn from Julia and accomplish your initiatives however you can. Give her a round of applause. All right, and then I have something that may come as a surprise to a lot of you, but today will be my last report and my final Senate meeting. I graduate in 10 days with dual bachelor's degrees in economics and business management, and think that this is as fitting a time as any to step down from my role as Senate President. I recently started a graduate degree in econometric data analysis, and I think it's time that I acknowledge a new chapter in my life has started, one that does not involve my continued participation in the Student Senate. I know it's kind of a surprise, but also, I'm the person that initially imposed time limits on goodbye speeches, and Cassie actually wasn't a fan at the time. So I'm going to put a timer next to myself to prove that I can get it done in the time limit that I set out.
Yeah, I did it too.
All right. So to begin, I'd like to thank my parents and grandparents who have always supported me more than I could have ever asked for. You are the best family in the world, and I'm grateful to have learned so much from you. Next, I want to thank my incredible girlfriend, Lauren, who has stuck by me for almost 5 years, and roughly, I might be off by 1 or 2, 135 Tuesday meetings and 103 Sunday meetings, 2 Judiciary Committee chair terms, 1 Judiciary Committee vice chair term, pro tempore, and Senate President. Student government can be hard on relationships, but you seldom complained and always helped me when I needed advice. You're an amazing person, and I'm lucky to be your boyfriend. Next, I want to offer a bunch of rapid fire shout outs. I know that a lot of you deserve more gratitude than I can express in such a short speech, but each and every one of you that I do shout out, even the ones that I don't, know exactly what you mean to me and how you contributed to my life. Starting off, Max, Grant, Danny, and Turner, who are actually in the back of the room right now. Y'all are good roommates some of the time, but incredible friends always. Thank you for dealing with all of the SGBS for so long. Even if it wasn't always the most important to you, it was important to me. And it means the world to me that I have a group of friends that will listen to me when I need someone to listen and correct me when I need to be corrected. Also, a fun little fact, 3 of the 4 of them were actually student senators at a time. And I want you to guess after the meeting which one of them wasn't. All right. Now for people that the rest of you actually know. Blake and Monish, the 2 of you will always be my Senate President and pro tempore. You're the dynamic duo who have led by example and have helped so many students across our campus. Thank you for your service to our university and your positive impact on my life. Julia, I don't think I can put into words how much I value our friendship. You always fight for what you know to be right, even when it's hard. Your courage, honesty, intelligence, and loyalty are second to none. You have stood up to me when I was wrong and shown everyone in the chamber how much can be accomplished if someone puts their mind to it. Thank you for being a part of my life. Mia, Aaliyah, and Catherine, you 3 are incredible leaders and even better friends. You have stood by my side even when I may not have deserved it, and I'm grateful each and every day to call the 3 of you my friends. Matthew Milton Bravo, I'm so happy to have the best mentee on the planet. You are the most intelligent mind I've ever met in SG. Tied for second best Judice Chair, and one of the most caring people I know. I'm excited to watch you change the world in the future, and cannot wait to see all the amazing things you do for the student body as our president. Molly, I know you're not here because you have an exam, but you have been the best pro tempore ever. The only reason I feel comfortable leaving the chamber right now is knowing that it will be placed in your extremely capable hands. You are kind, intelligent, and thank you so much for all that you've done for us and me. Abigail, you are also tied for second best Judice Chair. I'm sorry you and Bravo never caught up to me, but at least you both beat John Brinkman. I envy your confidence and conviction, and you will do amazing things in the future. Thank you for being my friend. Zoe actually made me add her to my goodbye speech. She was really upset that I hadn't added her already. So for you, Zoe, thank you for joining my run club and holding on to Maya Walla when I lost it that one time. I'm just kidding. Zoe is awesome. Possibly even a better R&E chair than Mia Filoramo. And definitely a better R&E chair than Catherine Isaacson. So thank you for all you've done for the chamber and the student body. You're incredible. Phoenix, you're the boy. Your dependability is something that I have not said thank you for enough. Our budget is in competent hands with you behind the wheel. Kate, you have perhaps the most sparkly personality I've ever seen. Your happiness is contagious, and the party is lucky to have someone as kind, compassionate, and as intelligent as you to lead our initiatives. I know our campus is grateful to have you pursuing tangible change to improve life for all students. Taylor and Taylor. Taylor, where's other Taylor? Why are you in the back? All right, you're both Mal number 1 in my heart. Keep up all the good work you've been doing behind the scenes and keep selecting individuals that will contribute a lot to our chamber. To Ariana, Kira, and Nathan, you all put up with our nonsense on a daily basis and never receive enough gratitude. I want you to know that we recognize you not only for how important you are to the chamber, but also how much we enjoy being your friends. Thank you for making the chamber fun. All right, starting off with Jackie as well. Jackie was my Senate advisor when I was Judiciary chair, and that's when I needed the most help possible. I had no idea what was going on. I had been vice chair for about 2 weeks, and then I became chair. None of the committee had done it before, and so we were all kind of in the muck, and so I'm really grateful to Jackie for how much she taught me and how she helped me transition into a leadership role in the Senate. Jerome, you are the best advisor ever. Without you, all of this would come crashing down in an instant. Everyone give Jerome a round of applause. Freddie, Joa, Abby, and Maya. You're the first friends I made at UF and the first people I knew in SG. Your contribution to my life cannot be overstated. Whether or not we're skiing in North Carolina, partying at Palace, or having fun in or outside of the chamber, I will always treasure my time spent with the 4 of you. Thank you so much. Now for a bunch of names because I have to finish up. All of you are awesome. I'm sorry if I don't say all of the names. Annabella, Eric, Victoria, Drew, Jade, Arshawn, Sammy, Laurel, Damian Rodriguez, for those of you that know Damian, it's a select few. Lily, Noor, Sabadash, Sarah, Crystal, Christian, Rafe, Cole, Adrian, Connor, LJ, Cassie. Everyone on Judish with me for that year and a half. There are like 4 different Judish committees, but y'all are incredible and thank you so much. Sess Woodbaron, and then a couple of thank yous that I want to give out for people that Cassie might not expect me to say thank you to. Nathaniel Pelton, Anam Kanaidu, Jonathan Stevens, Raj Mia, and Max Bannock. These are leaders of the former Change Party, to those of you that do not know. These individuals led a party that at times called me names, at other times called me slurs, put me down pretty repeatedly, and overall, I was not a fan of any of these people while they were in the chamber. However, looking back on my time with all of them, they're all extremely competent and capable individuals who only want what we all want from the student body, which is for things to improve and progress to occur. So thank you to all that you did for the student body, even if not all of you were very kind to me. Lastly, I just want to go into a few things that have happened since I started in Senate. We've pursued initiatives on food insecurity, increased student safety, increased transparency of not only the legislative, but also the executive and judicial branches. We've changed traffic regulations, provided expanded academic resources. Specifically to Senator Emeritus Weinberger, we added a goggle drive. There have also been blue books, SG printing. We reestablished the principle of 1 person and 1 vote. We stood firmly against misconduct wherever it occurred and supported student and university success whenever they happened. The Arts Pantry is my favorite piece of legislation ever written. And my second favorite is reducing filibusters by creating a time limit to goodbye speeches and public comment. That is all I have to say. Thank you everyone for being here for my term as Senate President. I appreciate you all and all the work you have done. For committee reports, starting off with the Replacement and Agenda Committee and Member-at-Large Ds.
Sorry for being back. So, Barnet is not meeting this weekend. We'll send out things later. Open seats right now, we have grant permanent seat, graduate permanent seat, class permanent seat, baby permanent seat, dentistry, graduate and family housing, summer C, Jennings summer C, Lakeside summer C, Mercury, some select dates, off-campus B, off-campus C, there's 4 office
additional grad. There should be 3 total graduate permanent seats open because we had a few resign last minute. Aside from that, we are now in line for the Judiciary Committee report with Chair Melman.
Alrighty, hey guys. So first I want to say congratulations to Maya for getting on the committee. Yay. Okay, and then also Erin, you've been genuinely such an amazing Senate President and friend throughout the years, so I'm really sad to see you go. And to all the grads, especially Cassie, Nick, I know who else is leaving, but you guys have all been really amazing to serve with, and I really appreciate all the effort you put into Senate. And then moving on to, okay, the moment everyone's been waiting for, voter record. So, really simple, everything passed by unanimous consent, so you don't need to write anything. You just have to make sure that every single thing is circled. Yes, because it's unanimous consent. And then you also have to cross out 1054. So you shouldn't have anything for 1054, just like create a line and strike through all that. And then yeah, don't write anything, you're good. Thanks guys.
Alright, we are now in line for the Budget Appropriations Committee report with Chair Thompson.
Hey everyone, not a lot from the Budget Committee. We had a very successful student loan funding cycle, and I'm happy to say that for summer B, fall 2026, we allocated $961,737. On the horizon, the committee will begin preparing for the Big Four hearings that will take place later in the summer. We are planning on exploring and writing code revisions to address some of the inconsistencies in the 800 codes that we have found from the most recent funding cycle and through our discussions with student organizations. I want to thank all the members of the Budget Committee for all of their hard work and dedication. You guys are great, and we would not be able to do anything without you guys. Hope everyone has a wonderful summer, and I'm looking forward to seeing those of you staying in summer A. Thank you.
We're now in line for the Rules and Ethics Committee report with Chair Magic.
Hi everyone. So as some of you guys know from what I talked about last week, now the constituency period has been extended. So constituency is no longer due today at the end of the spring semester. It's due at the end of the spring term, which is on the accumulation of the fall election results in the fall. So those of you who didn't complete constituency, don't worry. You'll still have time in the fall to get it done. If you have any questions about your status of constituency right now, please email me. It's just easier that way. I can check it right away. So if you have any questions about absence or constituency, the easiest thing to do is email me. Thank you. With that being said, Erin, you've worked really hard, and we're so excited about it. We're so proud of everything that you've done, and we know that this term has been super meaningful to you. It's been super meaningful to all of us. Sorry for that multitasking. But we can't thank you enough, and I know it's like awkward to like sing, but can everyone just like clap or something? We'll do it out there so Jerome doesn't have to like stay in the chamber. But Erin, we couldn't be more grateful for you. You worked so hard, so thank you for everything.
Yay, Erin.
We are now in line for the Information and Communications Committee report with Chair Patel.
Oh my gosh, super exciting announcement, guys. All right.
Senate, so no members of the public have access to this merch. I've worked for a couple months on this. Some of the things are, I don't know, a little interesting, but I'm really excited about it. And yeah, let me know if you have anything that you maybe want to add. They're really flexible with things being added. This will be open for the summer. We're going to trial it, so we'll see how it goes. Name tags are made, and they're getting picked up. And you guys will be able to pick them up at the front desk tomorrow. Okay, awesome. So pick up your name tags. Sorry that took so long. And then last thing, if you're a senior and you ordered a stool, please come get it. And that's it. I'll send this out in the listserv later.
We're now in line for announcements. Are there any announcements? I'm gonna use one really quick. Okay, yeah. Really quickly, the first Senate meeting. Can we vote this time? I think we can. Do I hear a motion to set the time, date, and place of the first Summer A Senate meeting for 7 p.m. Tuesday, May 12th? By unanimous consent.
So moved.
Are there any objections? Hearing none, that motion passes. All right, now you guys can actually meet. That's the announcement I had. Senator Ferber.
Yes, from the engineering caucus, we just wanted to share what how we're ending the spring semester. From our survey, inquiring about interest in the initiative, we have like an overwhelming support for the initiative. Due to timing constraints, we couldn't get collection done this semester, although we wanted to, but that's fine. That means that this summer, the caucus is going to work with the librarians. We've given them example kits, and we're going to work with the librarians on how those kits need to be processed and what components we're going to be keeping in those kits, so that come the end of the fall semester, we'll be prepared with full force to do the collection. And then, yeah, we also have a ton of other active initiatives. I know all you normally hear from us is at the Arena Kid Exchange, but there are a bunch of other things going on, and so I'll yield to Secretary Orsi to share that.
So yeah, we've been hard at work, and we're going to be working throughout the summer. So if you guys or your replacements are going to be here for the summer and interested in helping us out, please reach out to me. A lot of you guys are on Snapchat, but I can give you my phone number too if you guys want to send this to your replacements for this summer. Thank you.
Just wanted to say that there's going to be an impromptu graduate caucus meeting and an undisclosed location after we adjourn here. Join us in saying goodbye to all the graduate senators that are leaving. Yeah.
Hi everyone, I know it's last Senate meeting, but I just want to let everyone know I'm doing a lot for the Hamilton School, and we're trying to start like group chats, students, we can meet with the director of the school, Justice Kennedy, this Friday, so if anyone's interested in coming, just like who wants to speak to a few senators and get to know what's happening with SG and the school, and also just, I'm hoping to eventually form a caucus, so if anyone's interested, I'll be here after Senate, just like make a group chat or just reach out to me.
Are there any more announcements? Hearing none, I adjourn this meeting at 8:38 p.m.